Hello, everybody. Happy New Year, everyone. It is January 1st, 2021. It's the first time I've said that this year. Just wanted to jump on here for a few minutes. And to continue my series on talking about gifts. And I don't know where I lost my gift box. It's somewhere here. I'll be on it back. It'll be back tomorrow. And took a few days off to just relax over the holiday a little bit. But I am back because I want 2021 to be a year of thriving for you. And so, any way that I can help make that happen, I am here for you. So, let me know that you are here, that you are watching, whether you are watching here live or in the replay. Please comment. Let me know where you're coming from. We're just ending. I'm getting to the end of the day on January 1st. So, let me know where you're coming from and say hi. And if you're watching the replay, put it in the comments. I love to see your comments and I love to comment back. So, yeah, today's gift we're going to talk about. Oh, Coach Veronica here, of course. The gift we're going to talk about today is a new day. And that might seem pretty simple. That might seem kind of obvious, but I thought it was a great day to talk about the gift of a new day. And when I say gift, what is that, right? We've just done the holidays. We've just thought about, most of you probably have given gifts to family or friends. You've received gifts. So what are these gifts that we can use in our lives to thrive? The title of this is How to Thrive in All Circumstances. So how do we do that? And how is a new day a gift? This series is how I'm talking about gifts that we can use in every day. They're things that we have access to that all we need to do is actually see them as gifts. If we can change our perspective on how we view the resources we have access to in order to thrive every day, they become gifts. They become something that we didn't necessarily have, that we now have, that has made our life better. So today's gift is a new day. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know, did you make a New Year's resolution? If you did, tell me what it is. I'd love to hear. And yeah, I'd love for you to share that with me. I'm not really a New Year's resolution kind of gal. I think I already mentioned that in a previous live. But I do understand the idea of it. I understand why people do it, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. So I'd love to hear from you. If you've made a New Year's resolution, what it is. The reason I think that that people make them, and I think that they are a good idea in some aspects, is this idea of we want better. We recognize that where we're at is not the peak of where we want to be. We always want to be growing. We always want to be striving for more. But what I have learned and the way that I live and how I work with my clients is recognizing, what do I have today that I can utilize right now? The danger, I think, that we can have with New Year's resolutions is that they're so far off into the future. It's this thing that we're trying to reach way off, which is not bad. Let me be clear. That is not a bad thing to do, but we forget to look at the things that we can achieve today. That things that we can gain access to right now, because we're so focused on something in the future. And that's the beauty of a new day. That's what I want to talk about. I love that I get to wake up. Every morning I wake up, I feel blessed by a new day because it's another opportunity. Am I perfect? No. Are all my days epic? No. Do I feel accomplished at the end of every day? No. That's the beauty of the new day. I can wake up and go, and if you start your day and you see the blessing of a new day, you get to wake up and say, what do I want out of this day? What is the goal for today? Not what's my goal in a week or a month or a year. Where do I want to be next year? It's what do I want to accomplish today? And so if we start to see when you wake up, and I am not a morning person, and so some days when I have to get up earlier than I would like, I've trained my mind to see that day, even if if it's early and I'm tired. I've trained my brain to see it as a gift. And what am I gonna do? I've got so many hours in this day ahead of me. What do I want for that day to represent? At the end of that day, what do I want to have achieved? Whether that is in my business, whether that is in my family, whether that is with my friends, whether that is just in having fun, whether that is self-care, in all the areas of my life, every morning that we wake up, we have the opportunity to create, to experience, and to thrive. And we get to decide what that looks like. Now, the circumstances of our lives are not always in our control. You guys know I've talked about this a lot. We can't always control the circumstances, but we actually still have the opportunity to decide what it is we want out of life. We just may have to figure out the detour of how to get there based on the circumstances of our life. So as we start this new year, I'm going to be coming to you guys live every day with a new gift. And but I really, really wanted to start off the year with the idea, getting our minds wrapped around this idea of a new day is a gift. And how am I going to use that? Starting your day and looking at, what do I want today to be about? Not this week, not next month. What do I want today to be about? I'd love to hear from you guys. What is something you are proud of? We've talked a lot about how hard 2020 was, how trying, how people have struggled, and I don't minimize that at all. But as we've wrapped that year up and we enter into 2021, I was listening to a friend on a Facebook Live earlier today talking about gratitude. And I think with gratitude comes this sense of recognizing what it is we have achieved. As human beings, it's so easy to see, what did I not do well, right? Where did I fail? Where did I mess up? Where did I fall short? And we don't take the time to actually look at what went well. Where did I thrive? Where did I achieve? And so I love, whether you're watching here live or you're watching in the replay, please put it in the comments. Let me know one thing, just one. If you got more than one, feel free to share as many as you want. But I'm asking you to just think of one thing. One. I gave you 2 fingers. One thing that you are proud of yourself, that you accomplished in 2020. And that can be something massive. It can be something small. I was reflecting last night as the clock hit midnight and 2020 was over, and I was reflecting and I became overwhelmed with emotion because I had received a message from a friend, and I re-listened, and it was a few days earlier, but I had listened to this message and to this voice clip from this friend, and I had a moment of realizing I made a difference. Like that my presence in that person's life mattered in 2020. And so for me, that was enough. That was my, yes, I did what I needed to do in 2020. I mattered. I made a difference. 2020 was not a wash. 2020 was not a waste. I made a difference in somebody's life. My life mattered to them, and their small 1 minute clip message of just acknowledging that and sharing that with me was enough. That was all that I needed for my year to be worth it. And so whether it is something small like that, or it is your business has boomed, or whatever it is, I'd love for you to share in the comments. Let me know what are you proud of in 2020, and what's one thing you hope for 2021? What is one thing you are going to work towards in 2021? Put it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, just guys, every day you wake up, I want you to look at that day as a gift, and I want you to I would just love to hear from you guys. Let me know what if you're tracking with me. Let me know if this is making sense to you. If you've got any more questions, put them in the comments. I'd love to connect with you guys and hear your thoughts on this. It's the beginning of a new year where you're gonna wake up tomorrow, and if you do, I hope that you will take this message on. If you're hearing this tomorrow or in the days to come, use every day that you have to help you to thrive and to help somebody else, because you can. And that's all I gotta say for today, guys. I hope that you have a great last few hours of your day wherever you are. And yes, Janet, every day is a great gift. That is exactly my point. I love it. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.